It's about to go up. Hey, that's that bell that they play on the plane. Today I have a phenomenal show for you, ladies and gentlemen. I have 3 topics. I think I'm going to be here for about 15 minutes. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna cry to you. You hear me? So first off, we want to talk about DoughDash. Let me pull it up on the screen. This my girl DoughDash right here. Why is it looking weird? I think it might look better. Okay. So this my girl DoughDash right here. And she did She did a talk. DoughDash is she got her name from doing DoughDash and hold on. She got her name from doing DoughDash, and now she's a content creator. I like DoughDash. DoughDash has like a love and hate relationship with the internet. Like, people love her, some people think she's a scammer and stuff like that. This video, this lady was teaching my message. You hear me? I do the motivation, and she just ran off with it. So we're going to talk about the motivation that she was speaking of, and she encapsulated it so well, talking about not just being a worker bee in the economy and in life, and she nailed it. Even though times are challenging, she nailed it. We're gonna hop over and we're going to talk about Birdman. And the interview that he did with Nick Cannon was phenomenal. I'm going to review that, and we're going to talk about a guy that got rich off of vapes and e-cigarettes and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $50.
She said a lot though. Let me see. She said a lot. I missed it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely
Because you white? Look at you talking about.
have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok.
She said, how y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? She preaching right there herself. I ain't gonna even lie to you. She like, how are y'all doing it?
Influencers, who knows where that's gonna get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our off for nothing.
This is real life. Oh, this is real life. She said, we working, we barely see each other during the week, and it feel like we're working on for nothing. This lady preaching.
Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now.
That's what I'm talking about. When she said me and my boyfriend barely see each other.
She talking now. Hey, she talking, but I ain't gonna make this long. I did watch this. I didn't watch the last clip I'm gonna show you, ladies and gentlemen. But I did watch this, so I want to get to the part to where DoughDash is really preaching the message now. These are like her reviewing TikTok.
Enough to survive. And we're having to work 2 and 3 jobs. And not only are we having to work these jobs, but when we get these jobs, we are taking over the mess that the last person left because they didn't want to stay at the job. So the next person who's hired is taking over the mess that person left.
Okay.
And don't talk about real estate. You got realtors who are firing clients now. You would have never thought you'd be a realtor firing your client. But the clients, they got their mess.
She talks some stuff.
And you're happier. And you're less stressful. The anxiety, most people's anxiety is from not having the money. I'm telling you, I know what it's like. I've never had anxiety in my whole life until I got divorced and had to take care of everything myself. And I can imagine what you men go through. I'm sorry.
Hold on, man. You preaching my message now.
Are the ones with the skills. We are the ones with the great customer service. We are the ones who know how to do the handiwork. We are the ones that provide the skills that they need to stay afloat. So if once we realize that about ourselves, about our existence as people, as a person, as a woman, as a man, as a boy and a girl and a child, even children out here are smart. Once we realize and we learn to look at ourselves and listen just listen, open your minds and listen, understand who you are. You can make this money for yourself. You can grow your own crops. You don't have to keep going to these stores buying their fruits and vegetables. You can grow your own fruits and vegetables. You can teach your own children. You can get together with your neighborhood and teach each other's child. Right. That's not right. And we're waking.
Right here.
They just want money from me? Don't depend on them because they don't care about to make you rich. Let me know down below what y'all feel about this situation because it angers me. We are the ones who know how to do the handiwork. We are the ones that provide the skills that they need to stay afloat. So if once we realize that about ourselves, about our existence as people.
She said, once we realize about our existence, how powerful we are. I'm just paraphrasing it because I can't catch the lady. The lady gone with the message. You hear me? She talking some motivation. She gone. She out of here. You hear me? Hey, this shit different. You hear me?
As a person, as a woman, as a man, as a boy and a girl and a child, even children out here are smart. Once we realize and we learn to look at ourselves and listen just listen, open your minds and listen, understand who you are. Jesus did. Okay? I want to do some shout outs in this.
Hold on.
What should be you telling me to live below my means while you're living lavishly and I'm the one doing become the table. And baby, can't nobody sit at your table until they know how to respect you. And that's just how it is. Put in the comments, I hear you. I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and just because I'm angry. I'm angry because
preach it. Hey,
this is not how it should be. Like this is not how it should be. You telling me to live below my means while you're living lavishly and I'm the one doing most of the work. That's not right.
She said, you telling me to live below my means while you living lavishly. She said some shit, man. Hell yeah, they gonna tell you to live below your means. Don't buy that coffee, shorty. You hear me? And then she, it was a phenomenal video how she ended it with some shout outs for YouTubers that's up and coming that deserve some exposure. And she was saying that the way to this success nowadays is through online, like, you know, YouTube, like start a YouTube and build your thing out from YouTube or from getting out there. And I think this was a phenomenal piece. I do have some notes on this. Yeah, it was powerful. At this point, it's worth tapping in with DoughDash. Subscribe and tap in to see what she's talking about. She did have some slander on her name, but if she's bringing it like this on a consistent basis, hey man, don't shoot the messenger and don't knock the message. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to the diggity DoughDash. You hear me? So now we're finna slide over to this Birdman demonstration. You hear me? So we got Birdman preached the message, man. This some good preaching, man. DoughDash came through. Birdman about to let you know how to stand on business. Hey, Birdman, look, dig, Jack. Hey, I'm going to put some respect on your name. Put some respect on your name, man. Don't come see me, man. Hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You hear me, man? So, yeah. We finna get off into this Birdman demonstration, man.
Factor to yourself, to cash money in general. You know what I mean? When you hit cash money, ain't nothing to be played with from day one. And
all right, so let me go over my show notes. So Birdman, he had a rough childhood. I didn't know he went to jail. Let me turn it off. Take it off, Nick Cannon. I didn't know that he went to jail when he was younger, even though it's kind of atypical for a black man to go to jail. But I didn't know that he had went to jail. He had some challenges coming up. I was talking to my brother, and he said that a couple people that was real close to him died, and I believe he probably got like adopted or something like that. But the way he came up, you know, the way he's like sitting back and chilling and not being goofy and silly and stuff like that. He's like, that's how I came up, you know what I'm saying? Being a man of few words. He's like, he said something like, he said, I don't know what he said, but he's like, I'm going to respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? So he's big on respect. And let's see what he's talking about. I'm going to hit you back, bro. I'm on live, bro.
All right, Clint.
All right. Let's see what he's talking
Album
about.
sold, what is it? 150 billion global streams and rising and growing. I am in the presence of great.
Yeah, and let me go back to Birdman again. Now, this was phenomenal, right? Because he was talking about how he has Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj under his company. You know what I'm saying? And just think, like, he's still eating off of Drake, though. Like, Drake, I mean, like, Wayne, like, was crazy at one time. But Drake is like, Drake like Michael Jackson, like Drake, like it don't get no bigger than Drake. You know what I'm saying? As it pertaining to numbers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he like he like, man, I'm gonna show y'all. So you know, Young Thug and NBA Young Boy, I'm gonna show him how to become at least a billionaire. So he's sitting back and he giving out straight game. Oh yeah, the other point is, that was Kendrick Lamar. He shot that line. He's like, you signed to somebody that signed to somebody that signed to it, but you signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But hey, looking at the way this man did business, that's how you supposed to do business. And he said, you can take all them boys together, like everybody from different cliques, like, I guess hey, I ain't messy, but I'm just saying, this is what he said. He said, like a Master P, like a Jay-Z, like anybody, he say, put all of them together. He said, I made more money than all of them with this music. I'm going to let him say it because I ain't said he said
creating the first 10-digit deal. So everybody be playing with the billions. He been rocking with the billions for a minute. Over 1 billion songs sold. I remember when I saw the plaque for the first time. $1.8 billion generated since 1998 on his music alone.
Yeah, $1.8 billion over what do you say? 150 billion streams.
Still going and still rising to this. Yeah.
After my mama died, my sister drove us to Canada.
Wow.
And we was out there for like 3-4 years.
Wow.
And one day she just decided to drive back. You hear me? From New Orleans.
Because that was it heroin or was it they
grew up in the heroin neighborhood.
Yeah.
As soon as you come outside, you see needles and furrows. You hear me?
Damn.
That's what it was.
So this was before the crack epidemic.
Nah, it was before that.
Yeah.
Heroin in the early 70s.
So he's talking about what type of neighborhood he grew up in.
Wow. And that's what they was getting to.
Crack came in the 80s. This shit chill in the 70s.
Yeah. Teach. That's wisdom right there.
I was taught that. That's how I was taught.
All right, now you about to spit a bar. I'm going to spit about
right.
I ain't
7
come
more
up
minutes
like that. I
on
was
this.
taught different.
Right.
I was taught by really the streets. Like, it ain't cool to be friendly. Like, I've never been a friendly man. I'm a respectable man. And I give you all the respect in the world, but I'm not going to be.
He said, I've never been a friendly man. I'm a respectable man. That's that line I was saying. He said he wasn't taught to be friendly.
Like, super friendly down there. I'm not with none of that shit. I wasn't brought up like that. I was taught you could be around a nigga every day of life and don't say one word to him.
Teach. That's wisdom right there.
I was taught that. That's how I was taught.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, these boys nowadays, they are a little bit too, they're a little too friendly, man. They're a little too soft. They, you know what I'm saying? Man, this some real straight gilla right here. You hear me?
By my brothers, because all of them was in the penitentiary a lot. So
right.
They taught me those rules.
Right. So it's always like, say less. You know what I mean?
Less is the best.
Less is the best. That's wisdom right there, to where it ain't about really being friendly and trying to be, especially in this game. I mean, you probably learned that in the entertainment industry.
Definitely.
And that because there is an intimidating factor to yourself, to cash money in general. You know what I mean? When you hit Cash Money ain't nothing to be played with from day one. And was that intentional to set it up that way, or was it like?
Well, that's how we came up.
That's just what it was.
What it was. You know what I mean?
And then this is a good interview too, because Birdman don't normally regularly do interviews. You see what I'm saying? So this a blessing. But I got some more notes, but let's go. You see this hunt right here? We finna go. They say this the most played, so we finna see what he said. He drops out all throughout the interview. I got the link in the description.
And then even
so
like nah, I ain't gonna give up on this.
Because niggas just didn't understand the way we talked.
Right.
So if we educate them, because they got to like the music.
Yeah.
Fire, and this nigga could flow.
Yeah.
We just had to educate.
Like I said, we had never heard nothing like it, so I was all ears. But even like you said, it's New Orleans. That's where jazz come from. That's where that's where our music come from. So y'all had such a soul and a bounce for black folks, and was really putting on for.
So this hump, I mean, he talking, but Nick Cannon doing the most talking. I guess he gonna answer like prolifically because this the most played. So it got to be
South,
some sauce.
In a way nobody else was, because everybody else from the South, love them all, but their music was influenced by New York or L.A. Y'all didn't want to sound like.
No, we did our own thing.
Right.
We wasn't doing that. We wasn't cloning nothing. It was gonna be our way, but I always felt like we so unique down there.
Right.
And Fresh had the sound, and we had the raps. These niggas had the flow. These niggas was young, very hungry, and we really wanted it. We really wanted it, and we felt like watching these other niggas do it before us made us even more hungry.
Right.
Watching these niggas, because these niggas took off before us.
Right.
Then them boys came back down and they took off, and that shit just made up our
Be like, no, we really got to put on.
We always felt like we was better than that shit. Like,
right.
How they like that?
Right.
I know they gonna love this shit.
Right.
And we put the house on it.
Yeah, and so.
Yeah, he said he put the house on it. I'm gonna go back to a little bit where he's talking about like the Hot Boys and stuff. So we could do like.
When you got out.
Yeah, I got out.
He talking about he got out of jail.
That's
right.
how we fucking living. We turning the projects into the Carters.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
So I like the CMB shit.
Yeah.
Cash Money Brother, because I'm thinking about my brother.
You and your brother.
You know what I mean? And
didn't have the intellect to succeed like some of these other people.
I ain't have no other thing I wanted to do and was
Right.
thinking about doing.
Right.
I'm doing this shit, sure. I'm looking at these niggas, everybody at this point, ain't no more CEOs.
Yeah.
Everybody gone.
Yeah.
We the only niggas standing.
Only
That
niggas
shit,
standing.
that shit was like mind-boggling to me.
Right.
Because I come in the game when it was flooded.
Yeah.
You might was standing up, but you had other niggas standing up too.
Right.
Niggas was doing their jug.
Right.
But at some point, all that shit fell off. And I'm just looking at this shit like, at the time, I'm thinking about this shit anyway. I'm about to go snatch this shit. These niggas playing.
Yeah.
They ain't got the hustle that we got. I know we gonna kill them.
Right.
We ain't about to go. I'm gonna go with him. We
Yeah.
gone. You heard me? So
Yeah.
when I saw that shit, I was like, that shit like partner C.
Yeah. And now you bring up a good point about.
Yeah, he said I ain't really want it. They ain't how to hustle. Let's go.
And really, he got untouchable on the mic. Like he went from being, oh, this kid is nice, gimmick, drop it like it's hot, you know, bling bling, to being the best rapper. Like he spoke it into existence.
Say, brother, weird shit is I'm right there and watched him do it. I mowed him earlier.
Right.
I polished him earlier, but he still took it upon himself and gone. His determined was to be the best rapper alive. He had that ambition. I taught him to hustle.
Right.
I ain't never teach him how to rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was just something I made sure they put in extra hours every motherfucking day. When I come home, them niggas gotta have raps.
Yeah.
You hear me? So
Yeah, he said when they come home, they gotta have raps.
So he took it upon himself to become the best rapper alive, and
it was brilliant. He's brilliant. Like you watched him go. I mean, clearly he always had talent. He was always phenomenal. Just even being a kid, rocking with y'all and holding his own.
Hey,
and was
it's a good interview.
Right.
it just was sitting.
Right.
So
I want him to say that part about Drake, Wayne, and Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And how ain't nobody fucking with him on Gladys. He said on Gladys.
It was 10 summers before anybody made any money off Drake but himself from the crew.
Right.
And everybody he was in business with.
Right.
So I made sure that whatever he wanted, he got. I don't give a fuck if it was 30, 40, 50, whatever Drake wanted, he got. Same thing with Nicky. So we kept.
And we talking M's when we say 30, 40, 50 million.
Hey, man, honestly, Gladys, I done $2 billion between Drake, Nicky, and fucking Wayne. Solid.
$2 billion.
$2+ billion.
$2+ billion
These
between
people
Drake,
have
Nicki,
made
and Wayne.
Hundreds of millions of dollars with me, man.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
So
He said they didn't went up $2+ billion off of Nicki, Wayne, and Drake. That's hard.
has there been any other artist in history
Ever. Now one up.
I was like, not Motown.
Do you know how many niggas I done put on? Just them three there is a fucking lot. But I can go further than that. Young Thug, that's like my little brother.
Right.
Great in the game.
Right.
Future earlier on with us. You know,
Right.
Great in the game. NBA, them little young, you know what I mean? It's the list go, and a gang of niggas who now might be rivals.
Right.
I done helped them.
Right.
I done blessed them all in this game that we call music.
So let's talk about.
Yeah, bro, a legend with it. Let's see him. He gonna talk one more.
Accomplished what I done accomplished.
Right.
In this music business, and I've been with Universal 25 years.
But I also want to talk about how generous you act.
I wouldn't give a fuck about no other nigga or how they feel.
So the person who was closest to you was going hard at,
Yeah,
to say the least.
Everybody just don't survive the same in this game.
he snapped. I ain't gonna play the whole thing because I want y'all to go tap in. I ain't gonna spoiler alert. But bro, snap. You hear me? Bro really did his big one. You hear me? So we gonna hit this last one, and then we gonna get up out of here. Now I haven't watched this at all. This the guy that does the e-cigarettes. This is School of Hard Knocks YouTube channel. Bro go around asking people if he can do interviews of them and stuff like that. He just interviewed. He did Shaq. He just interviewed Will Smith, and I seen that that's not doing the best numbers. It was like at 600,000. I'm like, damn, Will Smith. I ain't watch it though, so I'm capping. But I did. I think I watched a little bit of it. But I ain't go back and watch it. But I think that should have been up more. Bro, knocking doors, getting the no's and getting the yeses. More no's than yeses, and you gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this game go. So he talking to
Days
bro.
world.
Oh my gosh.
For the world. Any of you?
We're not interested.
Okay, have a nice day.
Bro got no. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like a black man like me, bro, like I ain't got the privilege to be going around knocking on nobody's door like that and talking about interviewing them. I don't feel like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like I do. Like, bro, this shit ain't happening. If I do, I gotta be looking like a Muslim, like a Fruit of Islam or something like that.
How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Question for you.
Yeah.
So I grew a social media channel to about 14 million followers going all over the world asking homeowners what they
We just gonna
do.
get
So
straight
I
to it.
started a social media channel at the University of Texas. I grew it to about 14
This
million
bro right here.
followers. I started the biggest business media channel in the entire world, getting advice for young entrepreneurs. What did you do to be able to afford this place?
Yeah, I was in the electronic cigarette business.
E-cigarettes?
Yeah, e-cigarettes.
How long were you in the
I
business?
built the world's largest brand in under 5 years with 10 grand.
So you started with 10 grand?
10
Oh,
grand.
Hey,
no,
what's-
bro say he built the world's largest brand in under 5 years with only 10,000. Hold on, bro. Let's
the most you made in a single year? Give me the biggest year you had.
100 million.
100 billion? Could I,
Yeah.
could I interview you for 1 minute real quick for the channel?
I'll give you 2.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
How did you scale from a $10 to $100 million company? What was your secret to scaling?
My secret was going store to store, mouth to mouth with my electronic cigarettes. I'd spend 20 hours on a line at 7-Eleven saying, hey, you smoke Marlboro? Try my brand. Cancer-free. You can do it anywhere. And by the way, your wife's going to love the way you smell and your kids are going to be happy. You're not going to kill yourself from deadly cigarettes.
So it's like real guerrilla
So
marketing.
store by store, mouth by mouth. My son says, Dad, tell the story. So every week I log 140 hours. I'd have all those customers that went to go buy a cup of coffee, bought my Logic. The store made 40% gross profit. I got paid up front. I always say no consignment, commitment, guaranteed the product. And store by store, I built my brand.
Did you have any?
Oh, bro, strong, bro said no consignment. He say, I'm gonna bring you this product, but I'm gonna need my money up front. If I give you these 4 cases, I'm gonna need 4 cases worth of money up front. This is a good product, man. No, hey, y'all need the tenacity of this man. This man is strong, bro. Hey, if you're gonna be successful, you're gonna have to be strong. You can't be no weak ass, puny, P.D. Wheatstraw motherfucker trying to be rich. You're gonna have to be strong and have some strong principles and a strong constitution.
Anybody that doubted you?
Everybody. I was a personal trainer. I had 39 failed companies.
Bro said everybody doubted me. He said I had 39 failed companies. This probably gonna be. I'm probably gonna get a million views
You had
off
39
of this
companies that failed, but that 40th one hit.
It was a rocket ship.
What was it about that 40th company that just enabled it to take off?
It was at the moment that somebody blew smoke in front of me at a meeting, and I thought it was real smoke, but then they said it's electronic cigarette, cancer-free smoking. I said, this is what God has put me on the earth to do.
Oh, he saw it right there in the moment. He saw it right there. He said, this is it. When he heard it, he knew that this was it. How many of y'all know that this is it when you see it? You see what I'm saying? He said it clicked for him right there. I hope that it clicked for you right then and there, whatever you're trying to do.
Get millions of people off deadly cigarettes, and I went.
He had a mission to get people off of deadly cigarettes, but they say that the vape and the e-cigs is just as worse. Oh, hold on, bro. Bro got e-cigs. Bro said, I'm in the wrong business.
Went all in, and it was like out of a motion picture. We had 100,000 points of distribution.
Hold on. Bro said he went all in. But the main thing that the man said that was so phenomenal is that he went from store to store. We can't overlook him doing the leg work. He said he made $100 million in 1 year, but he said he did the leg work, though. That's what I want to talk about.
Secret to scaling.
My secret was going store to store.
He said going store to store, mouth to mouth. That's what he did to be successful. He was passionate about it. He knew what it was when he heard it, and he put together a plan, and he went out and he stood on business. Hey, you can't beat this.
With the best of my ability. I don't compare to anybody else. I just look at my results, and my results speak for themselves.
You had amazing advice, my friend.
All right, cool.
Thank you so much for your time.
This dude did a phenomenal interview. Hey, I got the links to School of Hard Knocks and DoughDash and Birdman and the description of this video. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Like the video. That's what they say. Like the video. This was fire. This was a fire video, so like the video for that reason, so more people can it can get to more people. But I pray you, ladies and gentlemen, have a phenomenal day. We did DoughDash. She came in with the motivation about the work stuff, working, not just working, but actually living life. And the lady on the beginning of her video, she preached, Birdman preached, and this gentleman definitely preached. So I think this last one was the best to me. Man, tap in, and I'll be back soon. You hear me?